Hey awesome fans, this is Big Pete here. Welcome to our review of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection series. First of all, we'd like to thank Hasbro for letting us review these amazing figures. In this series, we have the Red Ranger from the Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. We have the Green Ranger from Power Rangers Z04. Next is Blue Ranger from Power Rangers Dino Thunder. And lastly, the Pink Ranger from Power Rangers S.P.D. The first figure here is the Red Ranger from the Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. So using the power of the Red Quasar Saber, Leo can become the Lost Galaxy Red Ranger. The figures are all in 6 inches tall and they have over about 20 points of articulation. For the Red Rangers here will have the Magna Talon and also the Quasar Launcher. What you can see here, they also include like blast effects, and each figure will have an extra pair of hands, so you can pose them differently using the different swappable hands. Next, we have the Green Ranger from Power Rangers Zeo. So Adam uses the rectangle subcrystal to transform into Green Ranger here. And what I like most is the Green Ranger's golden decorative details. They're really amazing. I would say the head sculpt also looks good too. That's his laser pistol, the power sword effect parts, power pod sword. You have the power axes and also additional hands for you to swap for more possible actions. Now we have the Blue Ranger from Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Using the power of Blue Dino Gem, Ethan becomes the Dino Thunder Blue Ranger. I just love how the old school character's logo print is on the chest. It really stands out. And Ethan's head sculpt is also pretty amazing. And you have the Thundermax Blaster, the saber, extra pair of hands, and the effect parts for the saber. I do love the Triceratops shield. That is the most amazing and beautiful shield that is held by the Blue Ranger. And lastly, we have the Pink Ranger from Power Rangers S.P.D. Sydney's figure comes with really detailed decorative prints. As you can see here, the S.P.D logo is nicely printed on her costume. Very visible, small but detailed. This is her Delta Max Striker Blaster, and Sydney's head sculpt is really beautiful. She will have two modes of a striker. One is a baton and one is to be put on the gun. And this is her Delta Morpher, extra pair of hands, and the pink action effects. When it comes to height differences, I have some Hasbro Marvel Legends figures to compare here. They are almost similar in terms of height, but in terms of the build, I do prefer the Power Rangers body proportion. They're so much well balanced in terms of the build. And when it comes to articulation, let's have a look at this Green Ranger. The head is able to turn 360 angle, no problem. The angle of tilting up and down looks pretty good to me. The double arm chest and joint is very similar to most of the Marvel Legends figures. It has also the double elbow joint feature that gives you some pretty good angle to bend, and the arm swivel joint here will help you with some pretty good poses. The wrist turn and bend looks good, but the joining system uses a very small plug-in rod that looks quite fragile, so you have to be careful when you actually take it out and put it back. So the next articulation is my favorite here. It has the abs and waist joining system, you know, the abs crunch, and the body bending forward or backward. It's much more proportionate. It's not as some of these figures that has a sharp 90-degree bend when you actually do an ab crunch. As for the hip joint, it's pretty standard double knee joint for better bend and poses, and there's also a boot knee joint, ankle forward, backward, sideways. It's all pretty standard for figures like this. The articulation and build for other male rangers are very similar, like the Red Ranger and Blue Ranger has all the same joining system. So let's have a look at the female ranger here. Pink Ranger here also has the same types of arm swivel and double arm chest joint. The hand joint is pretty much smaller and uses the same plug-in, so again you have to be very careful when you take it off and put it back. So now, as mentioned about my favorite abs and waist joint, they have it actually in the female body. Unlike the Marvel Legends female figures, they only have like one joining system at the abs or waist, so it's pretty restricted or limited pose that you can do with that. So a final comparison is the head sculpt. The Power Rangers head ball joint is a bit smaller than the Marvel Legends male figures. As you can see here, when I put it on the hips, when I do the head swap, one is a bit loose and one is a bit tighter. Okay, my final verdict on the Power Rangers Lightning Collection series is these are pretty awesome figures produced by Hasbro. I like the paint job, I like the joining system, the weapons and accessories. They're all perfectly done. So if you have not got yours, what are you waiting for? Alright, so if you are interested to purchase these awesome figures by Hasbro, please follow the link to the stores provided in the video description below. And a big thank you to all of you for watching this, and do remember to click that subscribe button and notification bell to see more of our future contents. That's all, bye bye.